and the Todd Family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd Family part of your day. We always greatly appreciate if you jump on here live here on this midday Monday. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Make sure to give the video a like, a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, please do so and share the video on all social media platforms. Not going to be on here long today, but I wanted to go ahead and come on here now. Hey there, Marcus. Glad to have you here on this Monday, because tonight my beautiful wife and I have to go with our daughter to some kind of awards banquet at school. So I really have no earthly idea what time I'm going to be home. So I wanted to go ahead and come on here now. But as you can tell by the title of the video, today I'm just going to talk about the Super Bowl. And full transparency, in case you didn't see my video a couple days ago, I didn't watch any of the game. I made a decision about probably Thursday of last week that I just was not going to watch it. So I did not watch 1 second of it. Didn't turn the TV on to it at all. Now, I did predict Seattle to win a couple of weeks ago when it was decided it was going to be Seattle and New England. I said Seattle wins, and then somebody on here, got in the comment section, said who wins, and I said Seattle. Hey there, Kevron. Glad to have you here, as always. So it went about the way that I thought it would go, but I just decided I wasn't going to watch it because this is the first year that I can remember since I was 11 or 12 years old that nothing about this game appealed to me. Both coaching staffs are boring. Most rosters are boring. Both fan bases are boring. Just nothing about the game appealed to me. And then you had all the halftime show division. And I thought, the last thing we need is more divisions. I'm not getting involved in that. So I just decided I'm not going to watch it. So I didn't watch any of it. And Marcus, I didn't see any of it, but I know that, Seattle had, statistic-wise, the best defense in the NFL. So, if anybody thought that Drake May was going to put up, great numbers against Seattle, they were crazy. But now Drake May was 27 of 43 for 295 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 picks. But he got sacked 6 times. So, he had guys in his face all night long. But he threw for almost 300 yards, which isn't bad. The problem was he was also the leading rusher with like 38 yards. So they just had no run game at all. And Drake May was all they had. So they're going to have to get some help around Drake May. But, Sam Darnold was 19 of 38 for 202 yards, 1 touchdown. So, he just had decent numbers. Kenneth Walker, the third, won the MVP. He had 27 carries for 135 yards. So 5 yards a carry in the Super Bowl is really, really, really good numbers. And then Jason Myers should have won MVP, but kickers don't normally get that. But he was 5 out of 5 in field goals. His longest was 41 yards. But not many people know who Jason Myers is, because I think he played for Marist in college. So he didn't play for some big-time school. And then I think he also played for the Jets before coming to Seattle. So he's had kind of a, underwhelming NFL career, as well as playing for Marist in college. But he was good. If you didn't watch the game, and I had to find this out by looking at stats, the first 3 quarters was nothing but Jason Myers. After 3 quarters, it was Seattle 12, New England nothing. And it was 4 Jason Myers field goals. So Seattle scored 17 in the 4th, and New England scored all their 13 in the 4th. So it was 12-0 going to the 4th quarter. But, Kenneth Walker III, spending most of his collegiate career at Wake Forest, I guess is kind of appealing, because you don't see a team like Wake Forest put too many guys in the NFL. When they do, it's, usually a kicker or a punter or something like that, not a running back, but he's actually really good. I didn't watch it, Marcus, again, as I said a while ago, and Auburn War Eagle referenced it too. I just made a decision not to watch it because anybody that knows me knows I despise politics, can't stand it, hate it. And the last thing we need in this country is more division. And I felt like choosing a halftime show was getting involved in politics, and I'm not going to do that. I've never liked Bad Bunny, and it's not because of Bad Bunny, it's because that's not my kind of music. So, if there wasn't another halftime show, I would have probably turned the TV off at halftime because I don't like Bad Bunny. But then when they had the other halftime show, I thought, well, turning the channel is just going to make it feel like I'm getting involved in this, and I'm not. I just don't like Bad Bunny. So I just decided I'm not going to watch it. I had never heard of Bad Bunny until a few years back when he was at WrestleMania, and I thought, who is this guy? Until then, if you'd have told me Bad Bunny was a person, I would have thought it was some female singer or female actress, because Bad Bunny does not sound like a male rapper name. But I've just never liked that kind of music. So, to this day, I couldn't tell you one song he sings, but that's just not my style of music. Never has been. So I wouldn't have watched it. But I'm not going to watch the other one and feel like I'm getting involved in all this middle school, high school, childish political stuff. That's not for me. So I decided, you know what? I'm just not getting involved in it. The last thing we need is more division. I'm staying out of it. So because of that, I just didn't watch any of it at all. Just made a decision, as I felt like was a grown person decision, staying out of that childish stuff. So I had to get on Google and find all these stats because I didn't see any of the game. But I did think Seattle was the better team, and they were. Somebody at church yesterday told me Seattle was favored. I have no idea how much they were favored by, but I thought they were the better team, and I said on here that, New England, overall, if you look at the offensive stats they had good stats, but they just had 3 or 4 games this year where their offense just disappeared. And I didn't feel like they were going to beat Seattle by scoring 14, 15 points, and sure enough, they weren't. I just thought Seattle was the better team, and they were, so congratulations to the Seattle Seahawks for winning their second Super Bowl. We all know they won one back in the day when Pete Carroll was the coach, and they had Russell Wilson and Marshawn Lynch and all those guys, and they lost a big game to New England, so they got their revenge, in a way, in that game last night. So, any thoughts on any of this? Please feel free to let me know. Marcus, you have some high hopes, and I appreciate those hopes, but I don't think that's going to happen. The Falcons have a long way to go. I did see, I believe it was either yesterday or maybe it was late Saturday night, that they plan on cutting Kirk Cousins. That's a smart decision. You can't trade him because nobody wants him because he sucks, and you hate to, bite the bullet, so to speak, and lose that kind of money, but the Falcons aren't going to play him, and nobody wants him because he sucks, so you really have no other choice. But they're still not sold on Michael Penix Jr., which I don't understand, because he played 1 year, and he got hurt, but he hasn't even had a full season yet. Now, of course, he may not ever have one. He's one of those guys that's always hurt. But, when he played, he wasn't bad, but he wasn't great. But now that they've changed coaching staffs, we'll see what he has this upcoming season. All they got to do is give the ball to Bijan Robinson, and they'll be fine. He's the best player on the team, might be the best player in the league. Whatever you got to do to get that man the ball 35 times a game, do it. Punt return, kick return, running the ball, catching the ball. Just give Robinson the football. It seems very easy, but the Falcons, for some reason, make that very complicated. Oh, he's our best player? Let's don't give him the ball. Makes no sense. Hey there, Garrett. Glad to have you here, but enjoy the rest of your Monday. Good Lord willing, creek don't rise. I'll be on here tomorrow night. I've got to call some high school basketball tomorrow, so it'll be late tomorrow night, but I plan on being on here tomorrow night. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. If H2O is on the inside of a fire hydrant, what's on the outside? K9P. And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.